I don't know if you've noticed, but we've released a new version of our wireless CarPlay and Android Auto MMI Prime and Pro, the MMI Prime and Pro LCI. And I don't know if you've noticed in our last video, but I really like it. So I think it's time for another edition of Dylan Goes Rogue with another off-the-cuff video. What's up everyone, Dylan with Beamer Tech coming back at you again with another Dylan Goes Rogue off-the-cuff style video. Spoiler alert, if you haven't realized, I do work for the company, so I do have to say good things about our products. What you might not realize is that all of our videos do have to go through an approval process. The scripts have to be written and everyone has to approve them in the marketing team, but for this, they kind of let me say whatever I want, and I will. I actually requested to do this video because I really like this MMI Pro and Prime LCI. I think it is a fantastic upgrade to an already great product. Now I have it up here on the screen in our F30, and as you can see, look how fast I can scroll through that. Now that is because of the upgraded CPU, which allows for things to move much faster. It comes with 4 gigs of RAM compared to the previous 128 megabytes. Now this is not to crap all over the previous generation. The previous generation was and still is very good, but this is just so much better. Now you're also seeing a nice 60 frames per second. Now, spoiler alert, on this camera back here, things might look a little soft and a little slow and might have a little bit of ghosting as we're moving around. That's just because I have to adjust the effects on that to make sure we don't see the screen flicker on here. Now, any screen flicker you're not going to see in real life. Anytime you point a camera at a screen, that refresh rate and the shutter speed just sometimes conflicts and you see a little bit of shutter. Now, to avoid that, there is a little trick we could do, but it does look like there's a slight ghosting effect. Now, you're not going to see any of that in real life. You're not going to see any flicker in real life. Matter of fact, there's the flicker that you can see on the camera, and here's what it off. So just a little bit of ghosting, nothing extreme. But again, super fast, and with the upgraded GPU, we're now getting 60 frames per second as opposed to the previous generation 30 frames per second, which again, this isn't something you notice until you look at this and just see how much better the LCI is. Now, if you haven't noticed, we keep saying LCI. That is because someone in our marketing team had the really good idea of, since this is made for BMWs and Supras, calling it the LCI because it's the same generation of the product. It's now just getting a huge upgrade, just like BMW does with their LCI models. One of my favorite features on this, and this is something you're only gonna have to do once, but it's just so much nicer. Previously, to pair your MMI, you had to go to Settings, Connections, Pair New Device. Even these weren't here. You had to go through a hands-free setup, and again, easy to do, but just a little clunky compared to what it could be. And thankfully, we have addressed that so much better. All you have to do now is go here, Android Auto, because that's what I use. Automatically, my phone is looking for one of these. I'm not going to show you right now. I showed you all that in a previous video, but and bam, there you go. Super easy. And again, this is so much faster. Like, even if I just go through the apps here, look, I am just zipping through all this stuff. Super fast, super simple, no problems whatsoever. Honestly, it's just kind of crazy how much smoother this can be compared to our previous generation. Again, nothing wrong with the previous generation, the non-LCI models, but if you really want the best, this is the way to go. Now, one of the other great things that this does have that I mentioned in the big LCI update video we did was one-touch switching. So if I have Android Auto and my friend or whoever's in the car with me has CarPlay, all I gotta do is go over to CarPlay and it's gonna say, hey, do you want to switch? And then if your phone's already paired, it'll switch right over. If it's not paired, guess what? You pair it. Again, super simple. It's the same with mirroring. Go over here, if I want to do it Android mirroring, it's like, hey, do you want to switch to this? Or if I want to take advantage of the HDMI and USB capabilities, I just go over to inputs and I'm going to be like, hey, cool, let's go. Well, there's nothing plugged into this yet, but it's super easy to do. So what else good can I say about this LCI, guys? Everything. Just the speed on it is ridiculous. The responsiveness of it is ridiculous. It is honestly probably one of the best things we've ever done in terms of our MMIs that we've released with Beamer Tech. One of the things you won't notice just by looking at it is the improved DSP chip. Now, while we encourage you to use the Bluetooth capabilities of the MMI and stream audio directly to your BMW, if you do want to have your phone, or if you're using the HDMI or USB playback to play through your MMI, audio is going to sound better than it ever has before. The same is going to apply to the Wi-Fi chip. The Wi-Fi chip has also been drastically improved, so that way connection is going to be more reliable every time you connect your phone to your MMI. Now I want to talk about the software updates. One of the great things about anytime you get an MMI Prime or Pro LCI or non-LCI from BeamerTech, you get free software upgrades for life, which means anytime your MMI is outdated, all you have to do is download the free software update and you update it. But previously, if you had the MMI Pro, you had to worry about updating two files, the HD recovery file. Now, if we go over here, this is the MMI Pro LCI, all you have to do is toggle on the Show HD icon and you don't have to worry about that extra step. Again, it's something little, but for future updates, because we're always updating our MMIs to be better and better every single time, you don't have to worry about that extra little file when it comes to the updates. Now, the biggest thing that I want to talk about that I see in the comments all the time on YouTube is competition. When it comes to the MMI Prime and Pro, especially the LCI, guys, there is no competition. What makes this better than almost anything out there is the level of support you're going to get. If you call or email us, somebody who works for this company is going to be responding to you. Simple as that. And our support team is always here to help. And if for whatever reason you have an issue with your MMI, guess what? We'll take care of it. That's great, obviously, but one of the things that makes this even better is the fact that this integrates with your iDrive system. So many other kits out there, these Android and Apple CarPlay screens that we see out there, simply replace your screen, plop it in, bam, you get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. With this, it's a complete integration of your iDrive system. Your iDrive controller is still going to work. There are tons of features that we've programmed into the iDrive controller that you're not going to get anywhere else, and you can see all of those in our complete MMI tutorial featuring the LCI. Your steering wheel buttons are going to work. Your steering wheel buttons are going to be able to control Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And if at any time you don't want to be using it and you want to switch to your iDrive system, whether that be to see notifications about your vehicle or whether that be to just listen to the radio, all you have to do is switch back by holding the menu button. Bam, we're back to iDrive. With BeamerTech's wireless CarPlay and Android Auto MMI Prime and Pro, the LCI and non-LCI, you still get iDrive, you still get your iDrive controller, you still get your steering wheel functions, and there's no stupid extra mic that you have to worry about mounting. So many of these kits are like, you can place the mic anywhere. It comes with the mic included. Guess what? Your BMW has microphones built into it. So we just use them. Because one, they sound better. Two, BMW already has them in the best location to pick up your voice, so why worry about running a wire for some cheapo little crappy mic that you're going to stick somewhere where it's ugly and sounds like crap? So honestly, guys, I can go on for a while about our MMI Pro and Prime LCI, but I'm going to cut this video here again. Yes, I work for the company. I do have to say good things about it, but this product it's amazing. I have fallen in love with it, and I wish I had one in my car, but sadly, I do not. So if you want one, head on over to our site and enter your VIN to get the right kit for you. These kits are all VIN dependent, so please, if you guys put in the comments, I have a blah, 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 does this work? The short answer is yes, but even vehicles of the same year can have changes of your head unit, which is what drastically changes which MMI kit you get. So please head on over to our website, enter your VIN. If you don't want to do that, you can contact our sales team by calling or chat on our site. Supply them with your VIN and they will be eager to assist. But if you already have the MMI and you're having issues with, say, the installation, or perhaps something is not functioning the way you think it should be, well, you can contact our support team and they will be eager to assist. Just have your order number handy so that way they know who they're talking to. But guys, that is it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, for more tips and tricks, product reviews, and so much more for BMWs, Minis, and Supers, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. Want to know what's happening first? Head on over to our website and sign up for our newsletter. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching. Seriously, the MMI Prime and Pro LCI is amazing.